You know, the Life Together statement, we talk about it a lot. Sometimes we talk about the rules and regulations that are in it. But if you look in the towards the beginning, there's a section on responsibilities for community. It's really rich. It unfolds and unpacks a lot of what community is about at Taylor, about what the towel is intended to symbolize, that mutuality of living and giving and receiving in community, sacrificing some of our rights. We give up some of our privileges, of course, at Taylor, but we do that out of a desire to give to others, and knowing that in surrendering ourselves, we find ourselves. It might be tempting to suggest that the towel is something that's distinctively Taylor's or distinctive of our brand of Christianity or something like that. But I think what we want to express is that the towel represents our desire to live in the life of Christ's self-giving love. The way of the towel is not an optional extra. It's not something reserved for the elite. It doesn't require a complicated formula, a 4-year liberal arts education. It is the Christian life. The way of the towel does not begin with our commitment. It begins with His. I think that enables us to let go of a lot of the things that hold us back. And some of the things that hold us back are our need to kind of prove ourselves as being good servants or as being sort of quality, clean members of the community. You know, it's easy to think that there's going to be this neat and tidy and pristine Christian community, and now that you come to Taylor, everything's wonderful because I guess no one has any dirt anymore. And so perhaps you're inclined to hide all of your faults and your dirt. That's not what we want here. The towel implies that there's work to be done. And it implies that it's costly work that can last a long time. I said it's a long and difficult journey, and we have holes in our sandals, and we live in a dusty world. And we're going to pick up things, and we're going to give things out to others as well that need to be addressed and cleaned. Once we allow our identity and our cleanness to be taken care of by Jesus Himself, the more and more we can live in that reality, the more and more we can courageously give of ourselves. We don't have to worry about the embarrassment of reaching out or the embarrassment of disclosing our true selves. If we're going to be intentional about community, let us be intentionally a community symbolized by the towel. One where we seek to open ourselves up to the service of Christ that enables us to abandon the futile and fragile walls of our ego, which would hide our dirt and which keeps us far removed from the dirt of others. And so, nurtured by Him, we find ourselves more and more freed to become more vulnerable about our dirt with those that God has put in our lives, and more enabled to be enduring and committed and gracious and patient and courageous in our service of them. Not out of a need or a want, not of a need to prove ourselves or the worthiness of our service, but out of a desire to join God in what He's doing in creating new life and creating and cleansing us, out of being in sync with the fabric of reality, God Himself, symbolized by a servant's towel.